I am going to show you a case that was just dropped in Michigan. Well, it was dropped in a federal court, but what it entails is now retired Detective Sergeant Brian Keely, a former Michigan State police officer. He was up for second degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. And so a federal judge has said that what he did qualifies for both immunity and that he dropped the charges. Now, saying all that, what happened is he was after a individual by the name of Samuel Sterling. Sterling, now he was had 6 warrants for his arrest. 2 of them felony, 2 of them bench warrants, and 2 of them were misdemeanor. He had been convicted in 2021 of carrying a concealed weapon, being a felon in possession of a firearm, stealing a financial transaction device, sentenced to 210 days in jail and 3 years on probation on October 2021. He had a previous felony conviction in 2017 for auto theft. So this is the guy that they went after. And they found him and he went running from them. And you're going to see in the video what he did. I've got 2 videos for you. One doesn't explain what he was being found for, but it gives you a video of what happened. And the next is the dropping of the charges and all that from the judge.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
A Michigan State Police detective is facing second-degree murder and manslaughter charges tonight.
Yeah, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel filed the charges today. It involves a police chase and death of 25-year-old Samuel Sterling. Nessel called 50-year-old trooper Brian Keely legally and grossly negligent. Now, Rod Maloney spoke with Sterling's parents about the charges and takes a look at the larger implications in this case.
It is cases just like this one that put a white-hot spotlight on police use of deadly force and the outcry that it brings. We're going to be hearing from Samuel Sterling's parents here in a second. But it also has police unions wondering just how far prosecutors like Dana Nessel can go before they put a true chilling impact on policing in general. It is all on video. April 17th, a crime task force out looking for felons with warrants out came across Samuel Sterling, a probation absconder, putting air in a car tire. He ran. Officers gave chase. Detective Sergeant Brian Keely, driving an unmarked MSP cruiser, drove up to and hit Sterling, briefly pinning him against a fast food restaurant wall. Sterling then slumped to the ground, officers searching him and cuffing him. As for the second-degree murder charge, Brian's parents, Michael Sterling and Andrika Cage, told Local 4 of the case and of the video.
I can't watch it because it's too graphic for me. But I'm glad, they charged him.
We glad he getting charged. We just hope he get charged for the fullest.
I hope he get convicted.
But Michael went further, saying the other officers not charged deserve discipline as well.
Had their knee on his chest, handcuffed him, turning him over, and just standing there watching him die. So I feel, some of them should get charged too.
Samuel writhed in pain and later died in the hospital. Still, Police Officer Association of Michigan President Jim Tagnanelli told Local 4 that he believes Attorney General Dana Nessel overcharged here.
These guys were part of a crime, allegedly, and they're running in front of police. And aren't we supposed to try to catch the bad guys? And we are human beings, and we make mistakes. I'm not even sure a mistake happened here, in my opinion.
What's more, he says, police veterans are now quitting the job, not wanting to face felony charges for doing their jobs. And he adds, these kinds of charges hurt recruiting.
And we used to have waiting lists for academies. We used to have 7 or 8 academies running every year. Now we have academies with nobody in them.
Samuel Sterling's parents have gone and hired well-known Detroit attorney Then Johnson. Johnson telling Local 4 that he wants to make sure that MSP and the officer involved are held fully accountable. In Detroit, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rod, thank you. Now, we posted Attorney General Dana Nessel's comments on her charging decisions in its entirety over on our website, clickondetroit.com.
Thanks, Sam. Continuing coverage this morning, case dismissed in the death of a West Michigan man.
A judge has ruled former Michigan State Police Sergeant Brian Keely will not go to trial for the death of Samuel Sterling.
Keely hit and killed Sterling with his patrol car in April of last year. 13 on your side's Deja Barrett live this morning from Grand Rapids with more on the judge's recent decision here. Deja, good morning to you.
Good morning to you both. Yeah, a federal judge said State Attorney Dana Nessel did not provide sufficient evidence to move this case forward. That judge also granting Keely police immunity. Now, last April, several police agencies were searching for Sterling on felony warrants. When he was found, he ran from officers, which led to a chase that ended when Keely hit Sterling with his police cruiser, pinning him to the exterior wall of a Burger King in Kentwood and killing him. Sterling's death was originally ruled an accident, and Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker did not press charges. State Attorney General Dana Nessel then picked up the case, charging Keely with second-degree murder or involuntary manslaughter. A federal judge dismissed that charge late Wednesday. Now, Nessel says she stands by those original charges and she is considering an appeal. Keely's defense team called the ruling long overdue relief, but the attorney representing Sterling's family in a civil lawsuit against Keely said the decision sends a troubling message. Now, there has been no update at this time on that civil suit against Keely. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated with continuing coverage on this case. Reporting live in downtown Grand Rapids, Deja Barrett, 13 on your side.
So, I seriously, I want your opinion on this. Do you think that this cop should get qualified immunity for this? He was going after a man that was known to have firearms. Seriously, he was arrested and convicted of having a firearm. Now, he was heading to be able to go into a crowded restaurant, fast food restaurant. So, if he had had firearms, he could have done some damage. That may have been what the thinking was of this cop. His family is unhappy about this. There's a lot of people that are unhappy about this. A lot of the Democrats came out against what happened. So I want people to think about this. I want you to give your opinion. Now that all this has been done, he's still got, this is still going to be appealed. This is still going to have the civil trial, which probably may not be able to go very far if he's been given qualified immunity. A whole lot of stuff involved in this, but what's your opinion? I'm not going to give mine. I want you to give yours. This has been Paul, Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.